Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the YouTube. It's been a long time since I posted here. a long time, but we're back. And I wanna bring something here that I found very interesting. Snake Eye got hit on the banlist. Konami Master Duel said Beatrice is too strong on Snake Eye, let's ban that card. And right after that, they released support for Snake Eye. Yes, Snake Eye actually got buff on the newest pack that we got in Master Duel. We got a new pack that brought the card Magisu Chorozo to Master Duel. And this card is very good in Snake Eye. It's insane how well this card fits with Snake Eye. What is this card and what does it do for the deck, right? So, it's a level 4 fusion tuner monster. And the way that you summon it, you special summon it by sending the correct materials. There are monster cards you control to the graveyard. And the materials are 1 fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link monster plus 1 spellcaster. And notice how it says monster cards you control. So it kind of works in the same way that Doom Dragon or Necrokeep Princess work, where you can send cards that are equipped to other monsters, like for example Fiendsmith Requiem that you equip to your engraver, to summon this card. And why is this so good? It's good because you can summon Baron, and this deck has a few very good level 6 monsters that you can use the Chorizo plus it to summon Baron with. So the main examples are Golem, the Guards of the Millennium Treasures, which you were already using in the old version of Snake Eye, and obviously the 2 main ones that you're going to be using, Engraver and Fiendsmith Lacrima if you have to. So it makes summoning Baron very easy in this deck, which gives a lot of stuff to you because you kind of lost Photon Lord, because you now cannot really use Photon Lord with Millennium stuff because you need to go Zombie Vampire, because you lost the Beatrice, which was the way that you were accessing Snake Eye earlier. So now you kind of have to play the Zombie Vampire, which a lot of people were already doing, but now you get the Baron here on Snake Eye. And the Baron does a lot for your deck. It actually mainly does 2 things for you. Number 1, obviously, is a really strong endboard piece, way better than Photon Lord ever was in Snake Eye. Because it negates and destroys, it destroys spam traps, also which Photon Lord previously was not capable of, right? But also, the other thing that it does is that it makes your combo better into hand traps, because you can summon it before the opponent really has a good spot to use a card like Nib. And in some combo lines, you can even use it before they can Ash you, for example. So having access to the Baron is obviously very powerful. Even going second, Baron has its utility because you can summon it going second also really easily, and you can use it to pop a card, and then you can use it to trade with like another interaction that the opponent might have. It also gives you a better matchup into decks that previously weren't that good. So for example, having Baron makes your lab matchup better, it makes your stun matchups better, because it gives you spam trap removal and spam trap interaction that you didn't really have before. And as someone that recently got 18th place in the latest Duelist Cup playing Snake Eye, and I felt like I was playing very well the deck, I wanted to show you guys what I've been cooking up and what I think has actually a lot of potential to be the way to play the deck in the future. So before I show you guys the combos, I kind of wanted to discuss how I would play the deck and why I made these choices. I'm still running with the Millennium over the Azamina stuff. I'm personally not a big fan of Azamina. I kind of don't like how much it bricks your deck. The Hollowed Azamina is not a great card to drop. Also, Deception is a card that's very weak into interactions. So if you activate Deception and you get Ash, you go very minus compared to if you activate Sengenjin and they Ash that, you still keep the body, which you can use to summon the Doom Dragon. Also, the Millennium stuff is very good into Maxi because it can ulticate very well going second. Going first is very good into Fua. And also, it kind of gives you consistency because it can let you go into the Zombie Vampire. And Zombie Vampire has a lot of cards that it can mill that are very good. So for example, if you start with only the Millennium stuff and you go Zombie Vampire, if you hit any of her Snake Eye starters, that's really good. If you hit the Engraver, that's very good. If you hit Black Witch, that's good. And if you hit Original, that's also very good because you can always shuffle back the Doom Dragon that you summon with the Millennium stuff to get access to your Snake Eye play. So this is the list that I kind of cooked up. It doesn't have, I think, anything really special to it. The non-engine you can switch around. I guess the highlights are the 2 original Sinful. And the reason why we're playing 2 is because we have better hits with the Zombie Vampire when we have to make it. And also to get extra consistency with Snake Eye cards, right? Because without being able to go Fiendsmith into Snake Eye, it means that we need a way to access Snake Eye. and I think having more originals is a really good way to do it. And I think this deck's still very strong, probably one of the best decks in Match to do right now. Even after the Beatrice ban, I would probably play this over Fire King right now, even with Dominus and Impulse being released, because it's simply more consistent and actually just like better into interactions and a stronger deck in general. So I want to show you guys two combos that I think are very strong right now in Snake Eye without the Beatrice, but with the new cards here with the Chorozo mainly. So let's go to the combos. The first new combo that I want to show you guys, it's the one card Snake Eye combo. So ignore the rest of the hand, we're just gonna do the Snake Eye combo here. We're gonna start with normal summon Snake Eye, we're gonna use the effect, and we're gonna add the Poplar here. So Poplar is gonna trigger, and we're gonna able to special summon itself here, and use the effect to add the field spell to our hand. Next step, we're gonna place the field spell. We're gonna activate the effect and place the Snake Eye Diabell, okay? So this combo line was basically the same before the Beatrice got banned and after. It's only gonna change when we get kind of halfway through the combo. So we're gonna go Snake Eye effect, send the Diabell to the grave, summon the Oak effect. We are gonna summon the Snake Eye Ash here. So if you guys count, this is 4 summons, so now we have to play into the nib and play around the nib, and the way that we do this is by using Oak effect to sack the field spell. And here we're gonna summon the Flameburge, making so if they nib here, we get all the bodies back and we basically have full combo here, right? So next step, we're gonna summon the Linkuriboh using the Poplar. Linkuriboh is gonna place the Snake Diabell back. And now we can use the Linkuriboh and the Snake Eye Ash to make the Moon here and go into our Fiendsmith combo. So we go Moon into Requiem. We go Requiem effect, Tribute. Summon the Engraver. And here's where the combo kinda changes a bit. We are gonna go Snake Diabell effect. We are gonna place the Oak in the Spine Trap Zone. We're gonna summon. And now we are going to use the Requiem effect and place here the Requiem and equip into the Engraver, right? So now we have a Spellcaster monster and a Link monster card that we can use. We're gonna sack those two, and we are going to make the Chorizo. And with the Engraver and the Chorizo, now we can make the Baron. So if they wanted to nib there, it would still be completely fine before we summon the Baron, because we got Flameburge effect, it's gonna Reborn 2, and we have Engraver effect, it's gonna shuffle, summon back. So we still can do a lot even if we get nib here. So now we keep going. We go Engraver effect, shuffle the Moon, because we're gonna summon the Moon back again. And now we're gonna make the Moon, like I said. The Flameburge is gonna trigger, and we're gonna be able to summon 2 bodies back. And we made the Moon because now we're gonna use the Moon and this to make sequence. We need to make the Moon here, otherwise we will not have enough life into the graveyard to use for a fusion summon, right? Because now we have exactly 3, which is what we need to summon the Lacrima and use the Lacrima effect to reborn the Engraver. So we're gonna go Lacrima, shuffle, shuffle, summon back. We summon the Engraver here. And now we can link the Engraver and the sequence into the Promethean Princess. And we can use the Promethean Princess to summon the Flameburge back here. And now we can link those two into the Sunlight Wolf. And here the Sunlight Wolf doesn't actually have to be the Sunlight Wolf, it could be any link that points down, any fire link that points down, like Hito for example. And now we equip this. And now we're able to summon the Doom Dragon with Oak that we equipped in the very beginning of the combo, plus the sequence. And now we can trigger the Sunlight Wolf, add back the Oak for follow-up. So we get to full combo and still have good follow-up. And use those two here, make the IP Masquerena. And Lacrima triggers here, shuffling back the sequence, which gives us a even better follow-up next turn. And we can finally summon our Apollousa here with the Sunlight Wolf and the IP. And finally, to end the combo, we can Flameburge, place the IP Masquerena. So one card Snake Eye Ash ends with 2 Apo negates, the Flameburge summoning the IP that will turn into an SP, that will banish 2 cards, the Baron negate, also the Promethean Princess pop. This is the second combo line that I'm gonna show you guys. It's the 2-card combo of Snake Ash, Sengenjin, and I guess technically 3-card combo because you need any monster to place. So we're gonna start with normal summon Snake Ash. We start with Snake Eye instead of Millennium because it's better into Max C mainly, also better into draw and a lot of other interactions. So we're gonna go Snake Ash, summon Poplar, Poplar effect. We are going to add the field spell, and now we can go into our Millennium play. So we're gonna go Sengenjin, place, Sengenjin effect, summon, and we're gonna add the Golem. And here, it doesn't matter if you start with Golem or if you start with Sengenjin, the combo's the same, it just changes the order that you do the stuff, right? So we're gonna go Golem here, we are going to summon, and we are going to use the effect and add the Yugioh Temple. Next step, we're gonna activate the Yugioh Temple. We are going to place our monster here, that it could be anything, so here we'll place the Dark Magician, and we're gonna place the Sengenjin or the Golem. Here it doesn't change a lot actually. And now next step is where the combo gets a bit weird, but this is how you sequence better into interactions. You go Snake Ash effect, you send the Yugioh Temple, and you summon the Oak here. So this is the 5th summon, right? Here we are not going to use Oak effect. If they nib here, for example, right? Because this is the 5th summon, we can Divine Temple, place the Flame Birch, summon the Doom Dragon, and then we can use, we can Reborn Oak, another level 1, and then Oak Reborns another one. So after nib, we're gonna have 5 bodies on the board, so it's more than enough to do basically the full combo. So here, to be safe around the nib, we're gonna Oak, and we're gonna send the Dark Magician to summon the Flame Barge from our deck. Next step, we are going to activate Temple here, and we are going to place the Snake Dab in the Spam Trap Zone. Now we're going to summon the Link Rebo, and we're not going to use Poplar's effect here because we want to use it later to place the Snake Dab Bell. But now we have Snake Dab Bell in the Spam Trap Zone, we have the Link Rebo here. We can use those two to make the Chorizo, and we can use the Chorizo and the Golem to make our Baron here. So very safe into nib. We summoned the Baron very early before we commit anything good, right? And now we can link those two off into the Moon, and we have basically our full Fiendsmith play, right? So we're gonna make Moon, we're gonna use Flame Bridge effect here, we are going to summon the Oak and any of the level 1s, it doesn't really matter which one. And now we can use Oak effect and summon the Poplar here. And now we can make the Requiem. We can use Requiem effect here, summon the Engraver, and after this we can go sequence. Poplar will place the Snake Dab Bell back because we didn't use the effect yet, and now we can go sequence effect, make the Desiree using all 3 of the Light Fiends that we have. And now we can link the sequence and one of our level 1s into the Promethean. And we can use the Promethean Princess effect here to reborn our Flame Barge. And now we can make Sunlight Wolf here with those two. Use Snake Dab Bell's effect, placing Poplar. It doesn't really matter what you place here. We're gonna summon this. We're gonna use Sunlight Wolf effect, and we're gonna add the Oak here. And one thing that I'm gonna say that you can choose what you want to do depending on what you think you're playing against, is that you can choose if you want to get the Oak back now or after you summon the Doom Dragon, because that's the next step, and make the IP. You can also choose to recycle the Doom Dragon so you have Doom Dragon for next turn, which is also a pretty good follow-up. And now we make our Appaloosa here. We use Sequence to equip to the Desiree, we use Flame Barge, we place the IP back, and with the Sengenjin / Golem plus Snake Eye Ash combo, and this also works with Black Witch, basically the same, you end with Appaloosa with 2 negates, the Flame Barge that can summon the IP, Desiree that can negate 2 cards, Baron, and the Promethean Princess. Well, so those are the combos that I wanted to show you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I don't know how often I'll keep uploading here. I just had suddenly a lot of motivation after the Duelist Cup and after seeing a lot of people not knowing how to combo with the deck. And I thought this was a really interesting new way to play Snake Eye after the balance that I wanted to bring to you guys. So please like the video and subscribe to the channel, that maybe I'll keep uploading, I don't know. Hope that it gives you a little bit of guidance so you guys know where to go with Snake Eye moving forward to the new format. And obviously I want to make clear that I don't know what the next pack is gonna be, because when the balance gets here, we're gonna get a new pack also. And if the new pack has the new Fiendsmith support, like Lacrimal for example, a lot of things could change. So this is just like a draft. I think there's still like a lot of stuff that you can do with Chorizo, and I think it's definitely very good and definitely worth considering right now in Snake Eye. But I don't know how these combos will look moving forward into the next format that we get with the new pack. So this is the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out. Bye.